Welcome to HDIN Research's 2026 Strategic Assessment of the Global Consumer 3D Printing Industry. Today, we will examine the structural shifts, technological milestones, and the evolving competitive landscape that are defining this market. Our analysis indicates that the industry has reached a critical inflection point. As hardware becomes more affordable and AI significantly lowers the barrier to entry, we expect the market to transition from a niche hobbyist space to a cornerstone of mass decentralized production, potentially reaching a value of $169 billion by 2029. The scale of expansion is significant. From a $4.4 billion market in 2020, we are projecting a massive surge. This growth is being catalyzed by hardware deflation, a widening pool of digital assets, and the formal integration of 3D printing into global educational standards. Currently, the supply side is highly concentrated. Four major players, Bamboo Lab, Creality, Anycubic, and Elegoo, leverage the industrial clusters of the Pearl River Delta to maintain a 90% share of the entry-level market. Their primary advantage lies in an R&D cycle that is nearly 3 times faster than that of Western competitors. However, market growth is complicated by external trade policies. In several key regions, cost adjustment factors and tariffs have created a price gap of up to 40% between domestic and export units, forcing a strategic reevaluation of localized assembly and cloud-based dependencies. Legal complexities are also rising. As the industry matures, established legacy players are increasingly turning to litigation regarding nozzle designs and leveling algorithms. Defensive patent pooling is now a mandatory strategy for any firm looking to protect its global inventory. Despite hardware improvements, a significant user churn persists due to the complexity of traditional CAD software. Our data shows that 70% of users still rely on pre-existing models, highlighting a critical need for autonomous modeling solutions to reach mass market adoption. Technical ceilings remain a concern. While printing speeds have increased, mechanical reliability hasn't scaled proportionally. Issues such as nozzle clogging and print bed adhesion remain the primary drivers of consumer dissatisfaction in 2025. Environmental sustainability is the next major regulatory hurdle. Multicolor printing systems, while popular, can generate significant material waste. We anticipate mounting pressure from regulators to adopt recyclable spooling and more efficient purge systems. Finally, 3D printing still faces an economic challenge from traditional manufacturing. For large production runs, injection molding remains superior in unit cost. The value proposition for 3D printing must therefore focus on agility and the elimination of expensive tooling. This leads us to our core strategic question: how can hardware leaders successfully pivot toward high-margin ecosystem platforms while managing the complexities of a decoupling global supply chain? The first pillar of the answer is AI-native modeling. By utilizing generative design tools, the industry can eliminate the CAD barrier, moving the profit center away from the physical tool and toward the digital design rights and templates. Second, we see a move toward full automation. Integrating LiDAR and vision-based AI allows machines to self-calibrate and auto-correct. This transforms the 3D printer from a technical tool into a consumer-friendly appliance. The third pillar involves building content moats. Platforms that integrate model libraries directly with hardware create a high level of user stickiness and open new revenue streams through subscriptions and IP licensing. We are seeing the emergence of microfactories, SME-operated print farms that can respond to consumer trends in 24 hours. This model offers high ROI and reduces the risks associated with centralized inventory and long-distance logistics. Strategic focus is shifting to consumables. Hardware is increasingly viewed as the customer acquisition channel, while high-margin, high-speed filaments and specialized resins serve as the long-term lifetime value drivers. From a supply chain perspective, the Greater China region functions as a single, highly integrated hub. By combining technical components from the Taiwan region with the massive assembly capacity of the mainland, manufacturers maintain an unmatched cost and logistics advantage. Looking toward 2034, we expect a $115 billion industry value. The roadmap involves moving from AI ecosystems today to multi-material metal printing and eventually 4D self-assembling structures. Beyond standard plastic extrusion, 4D printing and direct electronic integration are the next frontiers. This includes structural components that can respond to environmental stimuli or house-integrated copper traces for IoT devices. HDIN Research recommends that hardware players prioritize localized service networks, retail platforms focus on content integration, and investors look toward consumable-as-a-service models. In summary, the winners of this ecosystem war will be those who can seamlessly integrate design intelligence with localized production resilience. We now invite you to join us for a strategic discussion on these insights. How do these dynamics impact your specific market position? Thank you for your attention. For deeper market intelligence, customized datasets, or competitive benchmarking, please reach out to our team at HDIN Research.